Hi, you guys. Okay, so this is what you're going to work on today. You're going to be working on this, and I'm going to show you how to do it. I'm going to get you started. So first things first, you're going to fold your paper in a hamburger fold, not a hot dog hamburger fold, okay? And you want it to look like this, okay? Got it. Now that I have that, that's my little boy you guys hear. I'm going to get you started on the overlapping and shading of the shapes, okay? So first things first, I only have two because you have a finished version, so you just need to see me how I do it, okay? So there's one shape. Now I'm going to take this shape. I'm going to take the big one. I'm going to go yellow. You're going to do different colors. Now notice I do not go over it, okay? And this is how you're going to get overlapping. This is how you make it look like it's back in space. And that's one of the elements of art. So just like I taught you with the hand, I'm going to go right here. I'm going to bold up my lines. Okay? See how I bold up my lines and I just go around like that. Okay. Now I'm going to put my hand. Remember how I shade? I hold my pencil like this. I'm going to go in the middle of the pencil, and then I'm going to do like an oval kind of shading, because when I go around round shapes, I kind of do oval shading. Now see how I do that? Okay? And that's my medium value. Then I'm going to go out like this, and I'm going to go lightly shade. Okay? Okay? And there's light. How to shade lightly, okay? And then you can always go back in and bold up and darken up anything that needs darkening up. And there you go. You're going to do that all the way around, okay, until you get this. Now, here's my overlapping shape. We're going to pretend this one's completely done. And I'm going to go right here, okay? And I'm going to do the exact same thing, all right? And then I'm going to soften it up, okay? You see how it was working? And then again, you're wanting to get something like this. It needs to fill up a majority of the space on that half, okay? Now, I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna pull out my colored pencils because I'm in a hurry, so I'm not gonna go grab whatever. I'm gonna take green. You guys can do whatever you want. If you wanna make it blue for, I'm gonna do blue for like a nose. No, we'll do green. I'm gonna stick to green. So it's lighter green in the background, and then it's gonna get darker green closer to you if you want to do that. So right here in the middle, I'm gonna go like this. Actually, no, I take that back. Do your shapes first. So I'm gonna go right here. I'm gonna do, because you need to do a cylinder, I'm gonna do those two lines. I'm gonna do an oval on top, and then half an oval on the bottom. Okay, there's that. And then I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna do red. I'm gonna do a pyramid. So I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna make this arrow, okay? And then I'm just gonna connect it like this. Now, we have to decide where the sun is. I'm gonna put my sun over here in the afternoon. Okay, so now that I have my shapes, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna draw my horizon line. So I'm gonna go right there, and it's overlapping. It's behind, so I'm not gonna do my line through it. And there you go, okay? I've got that. Now, I'm going to take my black, okay, and with my black colored pencil, I'm going to create the road, okay? So, you can do a straight line if you have to. Use a ruler. If you don't, that's fine. So I'm going to put my point on the horizon line, and then I'm going to go like this, okay? I'm going to stop right there at this line, so I'll even fold it over if that'll help you. Okay, and then I'm going to create an upside down V. Okay, that is 1 point perspective. That makes it look like the road is disappearing into the distance. I'm then going to create my dotted line, and it gets smaller as it goes into the distance, and then it's always darker. I'm going to shade right here, really dark. I'm only going to do a little bit. You guys are going to have the completed version to look at. My little boy, you guys. Okay, and then I'm gonna go right here, and it's gonna get lighter as it gets into the distance. It gets lighter, and it's always darkest closest to you. Okay, so it's gonna end up looking like this. Okay, Now, for my shadows, okay, for my shadow for the pyramid, since my sun is over here, I'm gonna go like this, and I'm gonna draw like that. Now this one is gonna be easy. This one is gonna be my light. So I'm gonna go right here. I'm gonna lightly shade it, hardly any pressure. You can even add white if you want to. This is gonna be my medium, okay? All right. And then this one, I'm gonna make it really dark, and then I'm gonna even add some black to it, okay? So I'm gonna take my black right here. I'm not gonna do a lot of black because a lot of black goes a long way, okay? There you go. And then, bam, you got shading. Okay, over here for my orange. My sun's right here, so this is gonna be my lightest. So I'm gonna create these little sections, okay? So this is gonna be my lightest, barely any pressure. And then I'm gonna start getting darker, more pressure, okay? And then it's gonna get super dark right here. And then as you can see, it just lightens up. And you can always add white if you want to. Okay, yes, you guys, that's my baby. Now for the shadow, I'm gonna go like this. Okay, and then I'm just gonna round it off. And my shadow is gonna be super dark where it meets. And then it's gonna lighten it up. And again, you guys are more than welcome to add a little bit of black if you want. Now anything with yellow, I would add like a brown, because if you add black to yellow, it gets like a weird green color. And it happens in all like artist mediums. And so you're gonna finish that all up to where it looks like that, okay? Now for the texture. For texture, you're gonna get some baskets or whatnot, and you can use the wall. You can use the wall. So here, I'm gonna go right here. I'm gonna take my green. Okay, hold on a second, you guys. Of course. Hi. So I'm gonna take my green, which he's got, and then I'm gonna find a texture bin, and then I'm just gonna go like this. Okay, and you're gonna fill it up with texture, okay? And then there's a little bit of texture inside the box. So I'm gonna take my blue, and if you guys can see, texture, okay? Now, here's the finished example. That's what you're gonna work on for today, all right?